there, ladies. Hope you're doing well this evening. I wanted to pop in here and I'm going to empty the contents of my purse and just talk about a few ways that I kind of try and stay organized there. First of all, let me make a total disclaimer. I'm here with my purse and I have a confession to make. I'm not a girl who travels light. I have tried to not carry a purse the size of a suitcase through the years. It's never worked. It started out when the kids were young. I always had, seems like I always had a snack. Hey, Joanne. I always had, hey, Kimberly. Had a couple of inhalers. I've always had to carry Kleenexes. The husband, of course, always had stuff for me to carry in our purse. So I have tried through the years to downsize and carry one of those cute little clutches, and I think they're so adorable, and I really want to one of these days before I die be someone who carries those, but you know, it just hasn't worked for me. So I am here with my purse tonight and I'm going to empty it out, and I thought about doing an edit and then I thought, nah, we'll just let it all hang out there. So anyway, I said I'm a girl who carries everything with us. I one time in a store had the most humiliating experience, and this has been, 10 or 15 years ago. I got to the checkout line at Walmart. The girl had rung all of our stuff up, and I am digging through my purse trying to find my checkbook. And I cannot find that checkbook anywhere. It got to the point, I kid you not, I'm embarrassed to admit this. I finally ended up taking all the stuff out of my purse and laying it there on the counter because I couldn't find what I was looking for otherwise. Now, I'm a girl who likes purses the way a lot of women like shoes. I said shoes aren't my thing, but give me a pretty purse and I'm your girl. I liked it. I also have always liked to switch purses, and so I might get up and get dressed for the day and decide I don't want to carry this purse, I want to carry that purse. So because I've got a little bit of a purse fetish going on. The problem was I would then have all these things that I needed to take with me, and I'm jealous, Holly, because my purse has never been small. I wish it was. I would then have to dump all the stuff from one purse into the other purse. But that day at Walmart, with me literally emptying my purse out and everybody kind of looking at me, I thought, okay, I've got to get this stuff organized. I can't do this anymore. So first thing, I'm just going to empty it out and show you. I always am, I'm one of those ladies who goes into the store and I pull all the stuffing out of the purse, you know, all the wadded up not the news, but all the wadded up paper that helps the purse keep its shape. I pull all that stuff out, and then I start taking the stuff out of my purse to see if it will fit off in here. I want to make sure that my cell phone fits, that there's a pocket for it, because I don't want to have to dig in the bottom, to make sure that there is a pocket or something, a place to put my keys. Even better, I like if there is a ring or something that I can hook my keys onto. I'll tell another embarrassing story since I have no pride. Okay, here about 2 months ago, we came in from our weekly excursion to take care of things, and I knew I was expecting a phone call very soon. I had set up a call with a lady, and so I ran in a hurry and I flopped my keys down and then didn't think about it for several days. My keys were lost for over 2 months. They were lost for so long that we finally had to go to the locksmith and get new car key cut and new house key and all of that, because I had done what I normally do not do. I had laid my keys down someplace without thinking, instead of putting my keys where they live. And you know, I try to, you know, make sure that everything in the house has a home where it lives, and where my keys live is in my purse, hopefully in this pocket right here, or hooked to a piece of the hardware on my purse. But anyway, the keys are always something that is in my purse, unless I pulled a stupid one, and I do that occasionally. Okay, so what's in my purse? Well, okay. You can see first thing is I love these little organizers, and I'll show you another couple of these in a minute, because this gives me a place to keep my cell phone, some little Tic Tacs, Kleenexes, you know, the little book I travel with. It's always got what needs to be picked up at the store. Let's see, in this middle pocket, I've got a wallet. I've got a bunch of Kleenexes. My whole family suffers from allergies and a lot of respiratory issues, and checkbook, and that's all goes in the middle. And then outer pocket, I have to wear glasses, and so I've got glasses and prescription sunglasses. That's part of the reason I can't use just a teeny tiny purse, because I always have to travel with 2 pairs of glasses. And a bag, which is part of how I like to organize purses. Let's see, there's the funeral brochure from the other day. And I don't ordinarily carry a static guard and a lint roller, but I was dressed in all black going to this funeral, and you never know when you think you might need to do a quick, run over with the lint. But those things don't ordinarily travel with me, but they did to the funeral. And then just a pen. So that's what all is in my bag. Now, like I said, when I go to the store, I take all the stuffing off out of the bag, and then I start taking my belongings out, and I start putting them in the purse there in the department store to make sure that everything will fit, because I'm extremely picky. I love purses, but I'm very picky. All of my junk has to fit. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that always has a lot of Kleenex. My husband has real bad allergies and always had, and all three of my kids have always had allergies. And actually, since we moved back to this part of Texas, I have had a lot more allergies too. And the last few days out here in Texas, the wind has blown terribly. I think that most of New Mexico has blown through on its way to Oklahoma. So that has meant the need for Kleenexes has been pretty bad. Now, how I organize my purse when I don't have several different sections, I use bags, folks. After that embarrassing incident in Walmart that day, I went and I got several different bags, and I always have bags for the different things that I need to carry. For example, I always carry some kind of a little bag that's got cosmetic stuff, that will have, lip balm, stuff for fingernails. I always try to carry with me an emery board, because the worst thing that can happen to me, as far as I'm concerned, is a broken fingernail. I always try to carry stuff to clean my glasses, some hand sanitizer, that kind of thing. So I always have one bag that is totally devoted to all the cosmetic stuff. And that way I don't have to go rummaging around in the bottom to find a lipstick or a Tic Tac or to find a comb or something. It's just all right in here. And when I change purses, I just have to grab a bag, and like I said, usually I have the same stuff in a bag. And that way I just grab it, take it from one purse, put it in the next one. I've always kept several different bags for the different types of things. This one I always used to keep personal products in, and that way when I needed to make a run to the ladies' room and wanted to be, at least semi-discreet, I could pick this up and go to the ladies' room and take care of business. My favorite thing, though, to use for a purse are these organizers, okay? And you can tell this one is mine. Obviously, it's got a lot of use because it's got a place here to put your pens, and you can see where the ink has, through the years, has kind of run out a little bit. The nice thing about these, you can order these from Amazon. You can usually find them in department stores, is they've got these different pockets and things. So you've got a place to put, like, your wallet, and you've got a place to put, as I'm building this on the fly, you've got a place to put your glasses case. You've got a place to put, your breath mints, your Tic Tacs. You've got some places here that you can put pen and pencil. Of course, I was always a teacher, so I always had a lot of pens rolling around in the bottom. You've got a place you can put your cell phone off over here in the side. And the nice thing about these is once you kind of get it arranged like you want it, I would always have Kleenexes over here at one end, because again, at my house, we always have to have Kleenex. Once you had this thing built, all you had to do then was just pick it up, take it out of one purse, set it in the other, which meant that even if you're changing purses at the last minute as you're running out the door, which I was frequently doing, I didn't have to dump all the stuff individually. I just had to have my little organizer built, and then that way I could just lift it out and put it in the other one. Now, I've got two of these, different sized. The one I'm using right now in that other purse is this one. And you can see it's set up a little bit differently, but I've got a place to keep my husband's medicine. I've got a place to always keep a little tape measure, because when you're at Walmart or Target and you're shopping, sometimes you need to measure something for your house, or for, if you're looking for organizing supplies. I usually keep my cell phone off over in here, but I'm using my cell phone to tape this. And I sometimes will keep my billfold in the center section. And of course, I've got another emery board, because you can never have too many emery boards. This one actually did have handles on it, which made it easy to pick it up and transfer, but I found that the little handles got in the way, so I just took the scissors to them and cut those off. But the thing I like about these, again, so much, is that you just pick these up and transfer them from one purse to the next, and that way you really don't have to worry about, did I get everything out of all the zipper pockets and the nooks and crannies of my other purse. You just pick these up, put them in the new purse. Now, I said my mother gave these to me years ago, but I have looked at Amazon and I need to order a few. Amazon's got a bunch, and you can get all different kinds of sizes depending on what size your purse is. In fact, I know I've seen a couple of sets that come in at least 2 different sizes, which makes it a little bit cheaper and a little bit easier to, get the purse, or the one that goes, with your purse exactly. So that is basically how I work to organize my purse, because once you have been humiliated at Walmart because you can't find your checkbook, you really don't want to go there again if you can help it. And since I've always had so much junk that I carried, and one of these days I'm not going to do that, but it may be a while. Now, my other thing that I used to really love, and I almost hate to show this because I don't know if you can find them much anymore. Have any of you ever heard of a lady named Jen Groover? About, I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago or so, she invented a purse that was kind of based off of, she said she looked down one day in her dishwasher and noticed the little thing that held all the silverware upright. And she looked at that and she thought, I wish I could take that little silverware basket and put that in my purse so that I could put the things in my purse where they are and then I could find them. So she invented a purse called the Butler bag. I don't know how we can see it in here, but it's got this built-in organizer that doesn't come out, but that is built in so that you've automatically got a place down here in the bottom that you can put things like your billfold, your brush, your glasses, your wallet, whatever you need to have off in there. And it makes it very easy to find stuff. Now, I, through the years, have had several of these. I finally got rid of a few just because you can't keep everything. The problem is, before we came on here, I was looking at Amazon because I thought maybe they still sell those purses at Amazon, and I could not find them anywhere on Amazon. So I went and typed in Jen Groover and Butler bag, and I found her website, and all I could find for handbags was it said handbags at Avon, and I did buy this through Avon. So I went to the Avon website and typed it in and couldn't find any. Now, whether that's because they don't carry them anymore, or whether that's because, maybe just this current brochure does not have that. But probably your best thing would be to contact an Avon representative if you're interested in something like this. And these are so handy when you've got a lot of stuff you carry. And like I said, to those of you who can walk out of the house with just your keys and your cell phone, I am so envious and so jealous because I wish I could do that. But anyway, these are actually pretty cool. You probably could find some on eBay because at one point in time, I probably had 4 or 5 of these different bags. They were made in a lot of different colors and a lot of different styles and sizes. They weren't all suitcase sized. And so, it might be something that you could find there looking. But anyway, this was a really nifty purse. Once upon a time, I wish she would make a whole lot more because I really, really enjoyed them. So, that's a peek into the garbage in my purse. Like I said, I just think it's easy to just, pick up your bags or your little organizer and just shift it from one purse to the next. I know a lot of folks don't switch purses much. They get one purse, they carry it all season, or they carry it all year until they're totally ready to get rid of it. But I'm a girl. I've always liked pretty colored purses, and I kind of like to coordinate the purse with the outfit or just kind of whatever my mood is. So that's how I do that. And as long as I have a good place to put my keys and don't get on autopilot and always put my keys in the right place, I don't do that stupid thing that I did back in January. Now, I did find my keys. Of course, once we realized that I had lost, and we realized I had lost those keys when we were heading out the door one morning to go to Austin, which is a 7.5-hour drive, and all of a sudden I could not find my keys. And so we are turning the house up. I mean, we are digging through everything to the point that I went into the closet and turned my laundry hamper upside down, started going through all the pockets and everything, trying to find where those keys were, because I knew the last time that I had seen them. Went through the coat that I had worn, the jacket, went through everything we could find. Could not find those. Well, of course, now we're late hitting the road to go to Austin, and I'm a little bit in the doghouse. And I'm upset with myself because I can't find my keys. Well, we thought, okay, we got to go make our trip to Austin. We'll find them. They'll turn up. Well, 2 months went by, and they didn't turn up. Finally went and had new keys made. lo and behold, just here the last week or two, I pulled a jacket off of the clothes rod and I thought, oh, I've got some Kleenexes in this pocket, and put my hand in that pocket, and there were my keys. I had forgotten what jacket I had worn, and I was convinced I had worn this aqua blue colored one, and I hadn't. I had worn a different one. So they did turn up. Fortunately, I did not lose the keys to the house, but I guess the bright side was we got a few extra keys made, so we've now got some spares. So, anyway, that's how I take care of organizing that. Like I said, it's not fun to get embarrassed at Walmart. It's also not fun to lose your keys and admit to people that, okay, even though you're pretty organized, every now and then we still misplace and lose things. So, anyway, if I'd love to know how you organize yours, and if anybody wants to be brave enough to video and dump their purse out, I've always kind of thought those were kind of fun to see what other people have in their purse. I usually, when we would have scavenger hunts and those little games and things at school and staff meetings and stuff about who has this in their purse, I usually could win because I usually had some of everything. I was the teacher that people came to that, do you need a Tylenol? I've got Tylenol. Do you need something for hand sanitizer? I've got that too. Do you need a nail clipper? I've got all of that kind of good stuff. So anyway, I'm not a girl who travels light, but I'm a girl who's prepared and has those things when somebody else needs them. So I hope that you guys have a great week. I apologize for being a little bit MIA the last week or so. It's been an odd week or two around our house. Stuff going on, with kids and then a funeral that we had to go attend and a few things. So it's just been a little bit weird. And I'm sure the fact that all the dirt from New Mexico has been flying by has kind of made us all not feel just super good. And you can tell probably in my voice a little bit that I'm having a little bit of voice troubles. So I hope y'all have a wonderful week and a great night. And like I said, I'd love to see if you want to record a little video and dump your purse out to show us how you organize it. Because, somebody has another trick out there that I don't know that I would really like to know, because you can never have a purse that is too organized. So I hope you have a great week, have a wonderful night, and go tame a little bit of your frenzy. Talk to you later.